Welcome back to our channel. Deep dive into the fascinating and high-stakes world of Lincoln Wheat pennies and Lincoln Memorial pennies from the United States of America. In 2026, these coins are more than just pocket change. They are treasures worth thousands, and in rare cases, even millions of dollars. Today, we will explore the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies, including the elusive 1909 SVDB Wheat penny and key Lincoln Memorial pennies from the 1950s to the 1970s. Learn the unique features that make these coins rare, from mint marks to errors, and discover the stories behind each coin. Stay tuned as we reveal which coins are considered the most dangerous for collectors due to their scarcity and sky-high value. Let's get started. First coin. The Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1959, replacing the wheat penny that had been in circulation since 1909. The design change commemorated the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and was intended to honor his enduring legacy as the 16th President of the United States. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a symbol of American ideals and unity that resonates deeply with collectors and historians alike. The 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent holds a special appeal because it was produced during a time when the United States Mint was transitioning to modernized production methods. The coins from this year are made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them a distinctive reddish hue that can develop a beautiful patina over time. Uncirculated examples, like the one we are discussing today, are particularly prized because they have never been in circulation and retain all of their original luster and sharp design details, making them visually striking and ideal for display in any coin collection. One of the unique features of the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent is the lack of a mint mark. Coins produced that year were primarily struck at the Philadelphia Mint and did not carry a mint mark. This can sometimes make it challenging for collectors to distinguish them from other years, but it also adds to the mystique of the coin as a collectible item. The absence of a mint mark in uncirculated condition can significantly increase its appeal to enthusiasts who are searching for pristine examples that exemplify the coin's original design and finish. Collectors also appreciate the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent for its historical context. The United States was undergoing significant social and economic changes during the 1960s, and coins from this era capture a snapshot of American life and values at the time. The coin serves as a tangible reminder of the mid-20th century era and Abraham Lincoln's enduring influence on American society, as well as the artistry and craftsmanship of U.S. mint engravers during that period. In terms of rarity, the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent is not the rarest coin in U.S. history, but finding one in uncirculated condition can be quite challenging. Many coins from that year were circulated extensively, making pristine examples highly desirable among collectors because they are difficult to find and can command premium prices in auctions and private sales. The uncirculated condition allows collectors to enjoy the coin exactly as it left the mint and ensures that all fine details of Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial are perfectly preserved. The current market value of a 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent in uncirculated condition can vary depending on the coin's grading and overall appeal. Coins graded as MS-60 or higher by professional grading services like PCS or NGC often fetch higher prices in the market, while coins with exceptional luster and sharp details can reach hundreds of dollars for a single coin, making them a worthwhile investment for serious collectors and investors alike who are looking to add a historically significant U.S. coin to their collection. Another interesting aspect of the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent is its educational value. The coin can serve as a teaching tool for young numismatists and history enthusiasts, helping them learn about U.S. history, the evolution of coin designs, and the significance of Abraham Lincoln's presidency. The Lincoln Memorial itself is an iconic symbol featured on the reverse, and studying the design can spark discussions about architecture history and the ways in which coins reflect cultural values. Many collectors also enjoy the aesthetic qualities of the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent. The rich copper color and the intricate details of Lincoln's profile on the obverse, combined with the finely engraved Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, make it a visually appealing piece that can be displayed with pride. The uncirculated examples preserve all of these features perfectly, making them a centerpiece for any coin collection and a conversation starter among fellow enthusiasts. It is important to note that the value of coins like the 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent is influenced not only by condition, but also by rarity, market demand, and provenance. Coins that have been carefully stored in coin holders or albums and have never been exposed to handling or environmental damage are more likely to command higher prices in the marketplace, demonstrating the importance of proper preservation for collectors who wish to maintain and grow the value of their collection over time. For collectors interested in purchasing a 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent in uncirculated condition, it is recommended to seek reputable coin dealers or professional auctions to ensure authenticity and accurate grading. This coin can be a valuable addition to any collection, both for its historical significance and its potential for appreciation in value over time, and collectors should carefully evaluate the coin's condition and any certification to make informed investment decisions that maximize the enjoyment and financial potential of owning such a historic piece. Finally, the 1967 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the skill of U.S. mint engravers, and the fascination that coins hold for collectors around the world. Its historical significance, visual appeal, and rarity in uncirculated condition make it a highly desirable piece for anyone interested in numismatics and U.S. history. The coin offers not only an opportunity for financial investment, but also a tangible connection to the past and the story of one of America's most iconic leaders. Next up, the 1976 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, and collectors around the world admire this coin for its unique features and historical significance. This particular coin bears the D Mint mark, indicating that it was minted at the Denver Mint, which has been responsible for producing millions of coins for circulation across the United States since the mid-20th century. The 1976 issue is notable because it was minted during the bicentennial era of the United States, and although the penny itself did not receive a special bicentennial design, it was part of a series of coins that symbolized the enduring legacy of American currency. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design has been a hallmark of the 1-cent coin since 1959, and it features the iconic statue of Abraham Lincoln seated inside the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., which is a tribute to the 16th president's enduring influence on American history and democracy. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins in old condition because they tell a story of circulation and history through their wear and patina, which makes each coin unique. The history of the Lincoln cent itself dates back to 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it became the first circulating coin in the United States to feature a real person rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. The obverse, design by Victor David Brenner, has remained largely unchanged over the years and showcases a detailed profile of Abraham Lincoln, which symbolizes integrity, perseverance, and leadership during one of the most challenging periods in American history. The reverse of the coin was originally designed with wheat ears on either side, but in 1959, the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced the wheat design to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it has since become an iconic image in the world of numismatics. The 1976 Lincoln Memorial cent continues this tradition and serves as a bridge between the early Lincoln wheat cents and modern penny designs. The 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny is considered rare in old condition because over the decades coins in circulation often sustain wear and tear from handling and environmental exposure, which makes well-preserved examples highly sought after by collectors. While millions of these pennies were minted in Denver in 1976, finding one that has survived with its original details intact is a challenge, and coins with strong design elements are valued more highly in the current numismatic market. The patina and toning of older coins adds to their aesthetic appeal and makes each specimen distinct, which is why collectors pay attention not only to the mint mark and year, but also to the overall visual impact of the coin. One of the unique features of the 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny is the intricacy of the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side, which includes a detailed rendering of the statue of Lincoln seated within the memorial and the small inscriptions representing the United States motto and the denomination. This level of detail in a small 1-cent coin demonstrates the artistry and skill of the designers and engravers of the United States Mint, and is appreciated by coin enthusiasts who study design elements and historical context. The precise alignment of the mint mark and the sharpness of the lettering are indicators of the coin's quality, which can significantly impact its value. Collectors and investors often consider the current market value of the 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny in old condition to be influenced by several factors, including the rarity of the coin, the level of wear, the presence of unique toning, and the historical significance of the piece. Coins that have been preserved with minimal handling or in protective storage can fetch higher prices, and coins that display Unusual coloration or minting errors may command premium values in auctions or private sales. The market for Lincoln Memorial pennies remains strong among collectors who focus on completing full date and mint mark sets. The story of the Lincoln Memorial penny is also a story of American history and culture, as Abraham Lincoln represents the ideals of freedom, equality, and perseverance. The coin is not just a monetary instrument, but a cultural artifact that connects collectors to a broader narrative about the United States. During the 20th century, the 1976 issue coincided with the nation's bicentennial celebrations, which emphasized the importance of American heritage and history, making this coin particularly appealing to both collectors and history enthusiasts. In examining the minting process at the Denver Mint, it is remarkable to note the technological precision that goes into producing coins, such as the 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny. The Mint employs high-speed presses and dies, engraved with extraordinary detail, to ensure each coin meets exacting standards of quality and uniformity. Even in old-condition coins that retain a good level of detail are prized, because they reflect the excellence of the minting process and the durability of United States coinage over time. The mint mark itself is an important element because it identifies the origin of the coin and can be critical in assessing rarity and value. Numismatists often study the wear patterns on old Lincoln Memorial pennies to understand circulation history and handling over decades. Coins that show even wear across high points of the design indicate typical use, whereas coins with uneven wear might suggest unique circulation circumstances. The 1976 penny in old condition can provide valuable insights into the patterns of coin usage during the 1970s and early 1980s, and each coin becomes a miniature historical document capturing the passage of time in American daily life. The 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny is also notable for its composition, which is primarily copper, with a small percentage of zinc. This composition contributes to the coin's longevity and the development of natural toning over time, which many collectors find attractive. Coins in old condition may develop rich reddish-brown hues or subtle greenish tones that add character and uniqueness to each piece. The metal content combined with historical significance creates a strong collectible appeal and sustains market interest over the years. For those seeking to invest in rare Lincoln Memorial pennies, the 1976 issue represents an accessible, yet historically meaningful option. The coin's rarity in old condition, combined with its iconic design and connection to Abraham Lincoln, ensures that it maintains desirability among collectors and investors alike. Pricing can vary widely, depending on the coin's condition, with circulated examples commanding moderate prices, while well-preserved or uniquely toned coins can reach significantly higher values in today's market. Understanding these nuances is important for anyone looking to acquire or sell this coin. The 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny remains a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the artistry of United States coinage. Its survival in old condition over decades adds to its narrative and enhances its collectible value. Coins such as this offer a tangible link to history and a way for collectors to engage with American heritage in a meaningful and rewarding manner. Whether appreciated for historical significance, artistic detail, or investment potential, the 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny continues to be an important piece in the world of numismatics. Finally, the allure of the 1976 Lincoln Memorial penny lies in its combination of historical importance, aesthetic appeal, and collectible rarity. Each coin tells a story of the era in which it was produced, the circulation it underwent, and the care it has received over time. Collectors and enthusiasts cherish these coins not only for their monetary value, but also for the connection they provide to American history, culture, and the legacy of one of the nation's greatest presidents. The ongoing market demand and appreciation for such coins demonstrate the enduring fascination and significance of the Lincoln Memorial penny in the world of numismatics. Next up, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the most historically significant coins in the United States of America for collectors and numismatists alike, as it represents not only a period of transition in American history, but also the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln, whose profile graces the obverse of the coin. In this year, the coin was minted without a mint mark, which signifies that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, making it part of a highly sought-after group of coins that have fascinated collectors for decades. With its classic wheat ears design on the reverse, it holds a mirror to the artistry and craftsmanship of the early 20th century coinage practices. The origins of the Lincoln Wheat penny trace back to 1909, when the United States Mint decided to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and this design by Victor David Brenner has remained a hallmark of American coinage. It features a detailed profile of Lincoln on the obverse, with the inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent, while the reverse proudly displays 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and E pluribus unum, giving the coin a unique aesthetic that has become emblematic of American history and national pride. The 1945 issue carries with it the weight of post-World War II optimism and the cultural shifts that defined the mid-20th century. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny is particularly interesting because it was minted at a time when the world was emerging from the shadows of war and the United States economy was transitioning from wartime production to peacetime growth. This coin circulated widely, and thus surviving specimens in good condition are relatively scarce, making them highly collectible and valued in today's numismatic market. The absence of a mint mark adds to its appeal because Philadelphia issues were typically produced in larger quantities, but the wear and tear over decades means finding a 1945 penny in good condition is considered a rare opportunity for collectors seeking to expand their historical collections. One of the defining features of the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its copper composition, consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which gives the coin a distinctive reddish-brown patina. Over time, coins that have been well preserved retain their original luster and show minimal signs of wear on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears on the reverse, making them attractive to both casual collectors and serious investors alike. The design itself is a testament to the era's engraving techniques, with intricate lines capturing the solemn expression of Lincoln and the symmetry of the wheat stalks demonstrating a level of detail that continues to impress numismatists today. The historical context of the 1945 penny cannot be overlooked, as it was produced during the final months of World War II, when the United States was still mobilizing resources for the war effort and transitioning industries back to civilian production. This period saw fluctuations in metal supply and mint production schedules, which makes coins from this year particularly interesting. The absence of a mint mark also reflects the Philadelphia Mint's central role in supplying coinage to the entire nation during this pivotal period, adding an additional layer of historical significance to the coin, which resonates with collectors who appreciate not just its monetary value, but the story it tells about American resilience and continuity. Collectors often seek the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny for its rarity and higher grades, with good condition specimens commanding a premium in the current market. This is because coins of this vintage that have survived everyday circulation without major scratches, dents, or corrosion are uncommon and therefore desirable. The grading system used by professional numismatic organizations evaluates the coin's surface, preservation, sharpness of details, and overall eye appeal, making it easier for collectors to assess value accurately. In the 2026 market, a 1945 penny without a mint mark in good condition can command prices that range from several hundred to over $1,000, depending on provenance and grading certification. The unique features of the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny extend beyond its historical and compositional attributes, as collectors often highlight the finely detailed hairlines of Lincoln's portrait and the depth of the wheat stalk engravings on the reverse. These design elements are not only visually striking, but also provide clues about the minting techniques and dye quality of the era. Sharpness in these details is often a key factor in distinguishing coins in good condition from those that have been heavily circulated or poorly preserved, and contributes significantly to the coin's appeal among numismatists who value both aesthetics and authenticity. In addition to its design and historical significance, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny is an important piece for understanding the evolution of American coinage. It represents one of the last major issues before the introduction of post-war changes in minting technology and composition. The coin also serves as a tangible connection to the mid-20th century cultural and economic landscape, offering collectors an opportunity to hold a piece of history in their hands. The enduring popularity of Lincoln pennies among collectors ensures that coins from this era remain relevant and highly sought after, even decades after their initial release. The market trends for the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrate a consistent appreciation in value due to its scarcity and high quality, and its status as a desirable collectible item for both historical enthusiasts and investors. The absence of a mint mark adds a specific categorization that collectors pay attention to, as Philadelphia coins have different production numbers and survival rates compared to Denver and San Francisco issues. Rare examples in good condition are often sold at auctions or through private sales, with significant competition driving prices higher and establishing the coin as a key target for anyone looking to acquire notable examples of Lincoln Wheat pennies. The coin's appeal is further enhanced by the story of its circulation history, as these pennies passed through countless hands during the 1940s and 1950s. Many were saved as keepsakes or hidden away as small treasures by individuals aware of Lincoln's symbolic legacy. The survival of these coins in good condition provides a window into the everyday life and monetary practices of mid-20th century America, and allows modern collectors to connect with history in a personal and meaningful way. The tactile experience of holding a well-preserved 1945 penny adds to its intrinsic charm and investment potential. Numismatists also note that the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny is often compared with other wheat pennies from adjacent years to assess rarity and condition relative to mintage numbers. The coins of 1945 stand out because of the transitional period they represent, both in terms of historical events and minting techniques. The evaluation of such coins involves examining details like the sharpness of Lincoln's cheekbones, the depth of the inscriptions, and the integrity of the wheat stalks, which can all affect grading and ultimately market value. Collectors who are skilled in these assessments are able to identify coins with the best potential for appreciation over time, making the 1945 penny a valuable asset for both collection and investment purposes. The aesthetic qualities of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny are also a major factor in its collectability, as the patina developed over decades can enhance the coin's visual appeal, creating warm reddish-brown tones that highlight the engravings and details. The balance of wear and preservation can make a coin particularly attractive, with minimal cleaning or alteration recommended by experts to preserve originality. The coin's design captures a moment in American history and presents it in a compact form that is both elegant and symbolic. The combination of historical significance and visual artistry continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny also serves as a cornerstone for educational purposes, with many numismatic programs using it to teach the history of United States coinage and the life of Abraham Lincoln. The coin can be used to explore topics such as mint production techniques, economic history, and the cultural symbolism of national icons. In everyday objects, students and collectors alike can gain a deeper appreciation of both the art and the historical context embodied in this small but powerful artifact of American history. The educational value of such coins reinforces their importance beyond mere market value. In the current market, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark in good condition, has demonstrated a consistent and sometimes increasing demand as collectors seek to complete sets or acquire historically significant examples. The combination of scarcity, high-grade preservation, and historical resonance ensures that these coins are considered valuable assets with competitive pricing in auctions and private sales. The potential for future appreciation is bolstered by the limited availability of uncirculated or well-preserved specimens, making them not only objects of historical interest, but also sound investment opportunities. Finally, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny embodies the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the rich history of American coinage as it continues to be admired by collectors around the world. Its design, artistry, historical context, and rarity in good condition contribute to a coin that is highly desirable both for its aesthetic and monetary value. As the coin travels through time, it preserves the story of a nation emerging from war and honors one of its greatest leaders. The combination of these factors ensures that the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny remains a treasure for collectors and an important symbol of American history that will continue to captivate numismatists for generations to come. Next up, the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny with a D-mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins in United States numismatics, and today we are going to explore its history and value and why collectors find it so intriguing. And even in rough condition, it can still carry a significant market value because of its age, rarity, and unique features. And we will start our journey by looking at the design of this iconic coin and how it reflects American history and pride. And the Lincoln wheat penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and its obverse features a detailed portrait of President Lincoln, which was designed by Victor David Brenner. And this portrait has remained largely unchanged over decades, highlighting the respect and admiration the nation has for Lincoln. And the choice of the wheat ears on the reverse side symbolized prosperity and the agricultural strength of the United States during the early 20th century. And even in 1954, the wheat penny carried this legacy, making it a bridge between past and present for collectors today. The 1954 D Lincoln wheat penny was minted in Denver, which is represented by the small D mint mark found just below the date on the obverse side. And Denver mint coins have always held a special place among collectors because the mint has historically produced fewer coins than Philadelphia, which often increases their collectability, and the demint mark is small yet precise, and even on coins in rough condition it is still possible to identify the minting location, which adds to the coin's value in the collector market today. And because the 1954 issue falls into the post-World War II era, carries a historical significance of a nation recovering and rebuilding, and it also reflects the growing post-war economy and industrialization in the United States, which is subtly captured in the production quality and design of the coin. In terms of historical context, the year 1954 was a period of great change in the United States, and the Lincoln Wheat penny of that year serves as a numismatic reminder of the era, and collectors often seek coins from this period because they represent a snapshot of everyday life in mid-century America, and the Lincoln Wheat penny was circulated widely and seen in pockets, wallets, and cash registers across the country, making it a tangible connection to the past. And owning a 1954 D penny is like holding a piece of American history in your hand, and even coins that show signs of wear or roughness still tell that story of circulation in daily life. And this is why even rough coins can have collector interest. The unique features of the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny include the design details on Lincoln's bust, such as the finely engraved hairlines and the subtle contours of his face, which were highly detailed for the minting technology of the time, and the wheat ears on the reverse are elongated and have parallel lines that can still be traced even on coins in rough condition, and collectors often look for these surviving details when assessing a coin. And the overall metal composition of the 1954 penny is 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which gives the coin its reddish-brown tone, which can turn darker with age and circulation, and even with significant where the weight and feel of the coin can help confirm authenticity, which is important for anyone buying or selling this coin today. Another interesting aspect is the rarity factor, which is determined not just by the mintage numbers, but also by survival rates, and coins that have been heavily circulated or damaged are less likely to be found in collections, which ironically increases the demand for examples in any condition, especially for the D-Mint Mark 1954 issue. And even though millions of these pennies were produced, some have been lost, melted down, or damaged over time, and therefore a coin in rough condition still holds value for those completing a collection or seeking to own a tangible artifact from the 1950s, and it also provides an opportunity for collectors to grade the coin or to compare it with higher-grade examples for research or educational purposes. The current market value of a 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny in rough condition varies, depending on the severity of wear, damage, and presence of any corrosion or discoloration, but generally it can range from a few dollars to significantly higher amounts if it exhibits certain rare characteristics or errors, and collectors are always willing to pay more for coins with legible dates, clear mint marks, and minimal but recognizable features, even when the coin shows heavy circulation. And this means that even a rough penny can still be an investment opportunity in today's numismatic market, and pricing guides and auction results often show that such coins are actively traded and can appreciate over time. The coin also has educational value for those studying the history of U.S. coinage, because it represents the mid-century approach to minting mass circulation coins, and the technological aspects of the Denver Mint at that time can be studied through the coin, including striking quality planchet composition and die variations, and the 1954 D penny offers a hands-on way to explore these aspects, which is why collectors and educators alike find it interesting, and even rough coins can demonstrate characteristics such as double strikes, weak strikes, or die cracks, which are part of the coin story, and add a layer of intrigue for those analyzing the minting process. Collectors also value the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny because it fits into the larger Lincoln Cent series, which spans from 1909 to 1958 for the wheatback design, and this continuity makes it appealing to those completing chronological collections or thematic displays, focusing on Lincoln's legacy or early 20th century American coinage. And the D-Mint Mark version adds an additional layer of challenge to the collection, because Denver coins are slightly harder to find in older years, and this makes every surviving example in any condition an important piece of numismatic history, and it highlights how each penny has a story to tell beyond its monetary value. In terms of visual appeal, the 1954 D penny has a classic and timeless aesthetic, and even rough coins show a patina that can be attractive to some collectors, and the copper alloy ages in a way that develops warm brown or reddish tones, depending on storage conditions and exposure to elements, and this natural aging process adds character and uniqueness to each individual coin, and many collectors actually prefer coins that have seen circulation and developed a distinct look, because it makes each coin unique and connects them to the hands that used them in the 1950s, and this human connection is part of what makes collecting coins so fascinating and rewarding. Another feature worth noting is that some 1954 D pennies display minor errors, such as off-center strikes, slight doubling, or die cracks, and even rough coins can reveal these anomalies, which are highly sought after in the collector market because they are considered unique and can significantly increase the coin's value over standard examples, and numismatists often inspect rough coins under magnification to detect these hidden features, and even a seemingly worn penny can have a story of production errors or minting quirks that set it apart from ordinary coins, and discovering these traits is part of the excitement of coin collecting. The 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny also provides insight into post-war American culture and economy, because pennies like this were widely used in everyday transactions, from buying candy to paying for public transportation, and owning one is like holding a fragment of ordinary life from that era. And for collectors, it allows them to connect with history in a tangible way, and it is a reminder of Lincoln's lasting legacy and the democratic values he represents, which are preserved in coinage. And even rough coins carry the symbolic weight and cultural significance, which transcends their market value and makes them more than just small pieces of metal. For investors, the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny is appealing because it represents a relatively low-cost entry into coin collecting while still offering potential appreciation over time, especially for rare mint mark or era coins, and rough coins are often the first step for new collectors and investors because they are affordable and still carry historical importance, and by acquiring such coins, early collectors can build a collection that can grow in both monetary and sentimental value over the years. And understanding market trends for coins from the 1950s can also provide insight into broader economic and cultural patterns, which adds another dimension to collecting. The coin also encourages careful examination and education in coin grading, because even in rough condition, collectors can assess the strike quality, detail preservation, and mint mark clarity. And learning to evaluate coins accurately is a key skill in numismatics, and the 1954 D penny offers a practical example of how, where impacts grading and value, and it also teaches collectors to appreciate subtle details and variations which might not be obvious at first glance, but are important in determining authenticity and desirability in the marketplace. Finally, the enduring appeal of the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny lies in its combination of historical significance, aesthetic charm, and collectible value, and even coins that have been worn or damaged retain a story and a connection to the past that cannot be replicated. And for collectors, enthusiasts, and investors alike, it represents an opportunity to own a piece of American history and to participate in a tradition that spans over a century. And as we examine these coins today, we are reminded that every coin has a journey, and the 1954 D penny in rough condition is no exception, and its presence in the market today continues to fascinate and inspire those who appreciate history and numismatics. In conclusion, the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a historical artifact, a collectible item, and an educational tool, and despite being in rough condition, it carries value and interest for collectors and investors alike, and its design features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the wheat ears, the Denver mint mark, and the composition of copper alloy, all contribute to its uniqueness, and the current market value reflects both its rarity and its appeal as part of the larger Lincoln cent series. And owning this coin allows one to connect with history and appreciate the artistry and legacy of American coinage. And even a well-worn penny tells a story that transcends its monetary worth and makes it a cherished piece for generations of collectors. Next up, the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny is a fascinating coin from the United States of America that carries a unique history and legacy dating back to the era when the Lincoln Wheat penny series was at its height. And the coin itself represents not only the artistry of its time, but also the careful minting process at the Denver Mint, and collectors today seek this coin in fine condition for its rarity and historical significance, making it a centerpiece for any numismatic collection. And the 1957 D penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has adorned the 1-cent coin since 1909. And the obverse displays Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions Liberty and the date 1957, accompanied by the small D mint mark indicating it was produced in Denver, making it instantly recognizable to collectors and coin enthusiasts alike, while the reverse showcases the iconic wheat ears, flanking the denomination 1 cent, and the words United States of America, highlighting the classic wheat penny design that is beloved by many. The history of the Lincoln Wheat penny dates back to its introduction in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a president's portrait which was a significant departure from previous designs, and the 1957 D coin falls toward the end of the wheat penny series, which would eventually be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, and this coin reflects the post-war American era, when coins were made primarily of copper, and the Denver Mint played a key role in supplying coins to a rapidly growing nation, and understanding the context of its production adds depth to the appreciation of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny as a historical artifact. The unique features of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny include the precise details of Lincoln's hair and beard on the obverse and the clarity of the wheat stalks on the reverse, which are important factors in determining the coin's grade and value. And although the coin in fine condition may show some wear on the high points of Lincoln's face and the wheat stalks, it still retains significant detail that distinguishes it from lower-grade examples, and collectors look for coins with even minor variations in minting or die marks, which can increase the value considerably, and the 1957 D penny is no exception, as some coins from this year have small die cracks or doubling, which makes certain examples more desirable. In the current market, the value of a 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition can range depending on demand and rarity, and while circulated coins may be common, the fine condition examples are sought after by collectors who want to complete their wheat penny sets or acquire coins from the Denver Mint specifically, and coins graded by professional grading services often fetch higher prices, and it is not uncommon to see fine 1957 D pennies selling for several dollars, with exceptional or near uncirculated examples reaching much higher amounts, demonstrating the enduring appeal of this historic coin, and the numismatic community continues to track its market value closely. The production details of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny at the Denver Mint are also noteworthy, and that year the Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies using high-quality copper alloy, and the coins were struck using the traditional hub and die process that ensured each coin had consistent design features and weight, and collectors value the 1957 D penny not only for its historical significance, but also for the craftsmanship and attention to detail that went into its production, which reflects the standards of the United States Mint during the 1950s. One interesting aspect of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny is its place in the larger Lincoln wheat series, and it represents a continuation of a long line of coins that were beloved by the American public, and the consistency of the design over the decades helps collectors trace the evolution of minting techniques and artistic styles, and because the coin is part of the final years of the wheat penny series, it holds particular significance for those looking to complete a complete set of coins from 1909 to 1958, and the Denver Mint mark adds another layer of collectability and historical context. The rarity of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition is partly due to circulation, wear, and the passage of time, as coins from this era have been handled by millions of people, and many were lost or damaged over the decades, and finding a coin that retains its fine condition requires careful searching through collections and estate sales, and this rarity drives interest among collectors who are willing to pay premiums for coins that show minimal wear and maintain the integrity of the original design, and the fine condition ensures that both Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks are still clearly visible and attractive. Collectors also appreciate the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny for its aesthetic appeal, and the warm copper tone that develops over time adds to the visual charm and character of the coin, and coins that have been preserved properly often display a natural patina that highlights the details of the design, while also giving the coin a sense of age and authenticity, which is difficult to replicate, and the tactile feel of a well-preserved coin is another aspect that draws enthusiasts to the 1957 D penny, and enhances its collectible value in today's market. The 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny also serves as a teaching tool for numismatists and history enthusiasts, as it provides a tangible connection to post-war America and the Denver Mint's operations and coin production methods of the mid-20th century, and studying these coins allows collectors to learn about metallurgy and die engraving techniques and the evolution of the cent in circulation, and because each coin can vary slightly due to minting differences and handling, the 1957 D penny provides insight into the challenges of mass-producing currency while maintaining quality standards. Market trends for the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition show that demand remains steady as collectors continue to value the coin for both its history and investment potential, and online auctions and coin shows provide venues where collectors can compare prices and acquire coins that meet their criteria for condition and authenticity, and coins certified by professional grading services often command higher prices, and the consistent interest in the Lincoln Wheat series ensures that the 1957 D penny will continue to hold value and attract attention from collectors for years to come. Another unique feature of the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny is its connection to the life and legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and as a symbol of the United States 1-cent coin, and its enduring design pay tribute to Lincoln's contributions and values, and owning a piece of history such as this coin allows collectors to feel a connection to the past and appreciate the artistry and symbolism embedded in the coin's design, and the small details of Lincoln's face and the wheat stalks serve as reminders of American history and the importance of preserving these artifacts. The coin also offers opportunities for study in terms of variations and errors, which are common areas of interest for serious collectors, and subtle differences in strike or minor die imperfections can make certain examples significantly more valuable than others, and the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny has been noted for a few such variations, which collectors examine closely when assessing condition and potential market value, and the pursuit of these rarities adds excitement and depth to the hobby of coin collecting. The legacy of the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny extends beyond its role as currency and into the cultural and historical consciousness, as collectors and historians alike recognize the importance of preserving these coins for future generations, and the coin is often displayed in collections and museums as part of educational exhibits, and it embodies a period in American history when coinage reflected national pride and craftsmanship and owning. Such a coin is both a personal and cultural treasure for enthusiasts. In conclusion, the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny is much more than a small copper coin. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and a testament to the craftsmanship of the Denver Mint in the 1950s. And for collectors, today a fine condition 1957 D penny represents rarity, value, and historical significance, and the combination of its unique features, market demand, and connection to the Lincoln Wheat series ensures that it remains a highly sought-after coin in the numismatic community, and the coin's beauty, history, and collectible appeal make it a standout piece worthy of admiration and investment. Finally, the continued popularity of the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny demonstrates the lasting fascination with coins that tell a story and preserve history, and collectors and enthusiasts value the coin not only for its monetary worth, but for the connection it provides to the past and the tactile experience of holding a piece of mid-20th century America in their hands. And as time goes on, the significance and rarity of fine condition examples will likely increase, making the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny a coin that will continue to capture attention and admiration for generations of collectors and history lovers. Thanks for watching.